Hashem Yahweh Elohim. Shalom Barak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum. Wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. Our Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon everyone who catches this message. It is time for a party. Today's party is a Q&A session brought to you by the Women in Red and Brothers in Black. It's a special shout out and a thank you to them. Shout outs the link to let people know that we are active and we're going to have a listening party today. Yaya, Hashem Yahweh Elohim, Shalom Barak, Sultania Bell, Allahu Assalamu Alaikum, wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. Our Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon all of you. Thank you all for coming in. Normally we get together 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to discuss ethics in entrepreneurship. Today we're going to have a question and answer period. It's been a while since I've been on doing the regularly scheduled program. So we're going to be doing some catch up and a listening party. User 912-7926-1471. Wooten Scotty. Had Dalla. Hashem Yahweh Elohim. Shalom Barak. Akati Mavis, I see you. It's very tabah to have you here. Hashem Yahweh Elohim, Shalom Barak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum, wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. Peter Sisia Gayeth, that's an interesting name. Blessed and Anointed. And then over here in YouTube land, Kerrigan Jade. Hashem Yahweh Elohim, Shalom Barak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum, wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. OP and Great. Peace to you. Hashem Yahweh Elohim, Shalom Barak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum, wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. You all give me a moment. I'm gonna, there you are, Brother Cole. It's very tabah to see you. Hashem Yahweh Elohim, Shalom Barak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum, wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. Our Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon you, your family, and your circle. As to everyone who's come in. I'm going to share out on TikTok land, and then we're going to start up a listening party and a catch-up session. Cloudy, Cold Yeti. Oh, what's going on? It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. We get together 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to discuss ethics in entrepreneurship. We actually do have 10 different special interest groups that we speak on. Each have their own day. Today, as some would call it Sunday, is question and answer day each week. And thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Glad you like my hair. How about you like the message even more than my hair? Because the hair is just a symbol of a vow, a promise. And my promise is to do this mission. I am supposed to be in front of everybody on a daily basis because I'm here to promote the standards of Yahweh Elohim. I'm here to express what I've learned through the wisdom of Ravak HaKadosh. I'm here to let you know what I'm doing from following the example of Yahashua HaMashiach. We all have separate, unique talents. I'm here to say, hey, let's find out what's your talent. Let's pull it out, look at it, and see how we can use it to build, maintain, and keep the presence of the kingdom of Yahweh Elohim. So anyone tuning in, you're basically making a decision of whether or not you'd like to be part of Sahaba. Now what's Sahaba? Sahaba are the people who have made the promise and the vow to only serve our Creator. La ilaha illallah. There is only Allah to worship. There's none other. No deities, no gods, none of that. Because Allah is not a deity. A deity is a stick, a stone, something that you imagine in your mind. So why would I say Allah when I just got through saying Yahweh Elohim? Because the word Allah is in Farsi tongue, Persian. Yahweh Elohim comes from Avri tongue. Some would say Hebrew. Well, the tongue was spoken before this person whose name was Avri. The tongue was already spoken. So it's not even about calling it Hebrew, because people are arguing about that right now. How to correctly pronounce something. What is the real name? And so on and so forth. I'm not here to debate. My question is, what's your activity? What are you doing? Not what you're arguing about. What are you actively doing? Can you show those receipts? And thank you for doing the subscription. I do appreciate that as well. Thank you. Ronald Inho, Hashim Yahab Alahim, Shalom Barak. Billy Schneider, it appears that your message was retracted for whatever reason. Still, Hashim Yahab Alahim, Shalom Barak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum, wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon you, your family, and your circle. That goes out to everyone who is in the party. Give me just a moment. Like I said, I was sending out some invites and never did it again. You get to touching on the screen and then it goes away. So y'all give me just a moment. And then after that, I'm going to start up some music. Now, like I said, this is a question and answer session. So if you do have pertinent questions, if you do have something that's on topic you'd like to ask, feel free. And no, I'm not here to entertain people trying to be silly or trying to be trolls or anything like that. As far as I'm concerned, if you want to leave a goofy comment, be prepared to get a response. I don't really care about your politics or anything like that. Don't care about your stance on religion either. That's not what this is about. You're about to find out exactly what my stance on religion is. And if you disagree, you can say something. I don't mind. And if it's just too much for you, well, you can go on and check out something else. I'm not here as a people pleaser. That's not my mission. There you are, Akati Mavis. Shalom. Oh, we have some new people over here in TikTok land. Feather68, Kusho, Daniel Baker, Otis Davis, Judy Creation 36, Charlotte's T. Julie, Mexican Joker 13, Joseph Staten 32, Millie Vereen, user 837-823-55816, heavy stuff only. And then what do you do with it? Are you working out with it? Kriya Treshar V8. Interesting name. User 1606-5119751. Annette Miner 117. Shar the Creatress. Like I said, interesting name. 9 Ether Being 3. Hashem Yahweh Elohim, Shalom Ad Barak, Allahu Assalamu Alaikum, wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon all of you. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. We seek the protection of our Father against Satan and the evil ways while we travel the divine path. We recite surah, psalms, and prayers in order to become closer with our Creator. At this point, I am about to recite Surah Al-Fatiha. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas sirata al-mustaqim. Sirata alladhina an'amta alaihim. Ghayril maghdubi alaihim waladdallin. Amen. In the name of our Father, the most merciful, the most compassionate, Lord of all worlds, the most merciful, the most compassionate, Creator of our deen, our divine path. We ask you to forgive us when we disobey like others have done before. We ask you to teach us how to forgive others the way that you forgive us. We thank you for providing the deen. Ameen. Fabek, I see you. It's great to see you. Hashem Yahweh Elohim, Shalom Ad Barak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum, wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hattie Watson, Mabel Martin, excuse me. Emery Neely, Bayou Educated. Hashem Yahweh Elohim, Shalom Ad Barak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum, wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon all of you. It is said that when we pass away from this realm of existence, we will go to meet our Creator. And when we do, we will be asked, have you heard Surah Al-Fatiha? If you've been listening for the last 3 minutes or so, yes, you have. You've heard it in Farsi, and you've heard it in English. Now, why do I say Farsi instead of Arabic? Because an Arab is a nomad. To be Arabic means you have nomadic ways. You're part of a nomad culture. Not every nomad speaks Farsi. So we can't call it Farsi. It's kind of the ridiculous oxymoron of saying that we speak an English language. It's Ish. It is not the language of the Angles. I'm not an Angle. I happen to know how to speak the tongue, but no, I'm not an Angle by any means. There's part of me, or a whole lot of me actually, that you might consider to be Farsi, and you might consider me to be a nomad because of the way that I live. This is true. So as I was saying, our Creator will ask you if you've heard Al-Fatiha. Yes, you've heard it. That's part of my mission. I have to be in front of people and make sure that that is delivered. Why? Because all of us actually have a shared mission. Once you've made the promise and the vow, your mission is to make sure that the message about the standards of Yahweh's kingdom is spread across the earth. The righteous message, not the false message, not the things that were added on, not the things that are just going to pat somebody on the head and make them feel all right. No, the whole complete message. All of us. That's what we're supposed to be doing. So when you come to me and you ask me what my favorite football team is, you're going to see a big old smile on my face, and then you're going to hear me laugh, because that's not part of the kingdom of Yahweh Elohim. I don't care. There's a lot of things that you can ask me, and I'm going to tell you, I don't care. What do you think about the president? He's not my president. None of the presidents on this globe are my president. What do you think about King so-and-so? He's not my king. I don't care. Real simple. If it doesn't represent the kingdom of our Creator, then it's nothing to me. And I spend my time focused on making sure that we can actually see what most people think is intangible. Most people are so caught up on material things that they miss the true value in life. What time do you clock in? I clock in when I open my eyes. And I can't tell you that I clock off duty when I go to sleep, because once I close my eyes, I still receive messages through my dreams. So I'm pretty much always on duty. Well, like I told you earlier, Ronaldo, or Ronaldinho, if that's how you feel, you don't have to be here. You can keep going. You can scroll elsewhere. You don't have to be here. If you consider this blah, 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 about 4,000 years ago, there were some people that they called bars, because all anyone ever heard from them was bar, bar, bar. And then they turned around and tried to misname them and call them barbaric, because they didn't follow along with the ways of some outsiders who were trying to misrepresent them. So, Ronaldinho, you don't have to be here. You can go right back to whatever space you came from. Doesn't hurt or harm me at all. You don't hurt my feelings by saying that. You're just showing the fact that you don't tolerate what I'm talking about. So you don't have to be here. Go elsewhere. Tree by Living Water 7. Akati Yakara, I see you. Rockford. Rock P. Herd. Bobby Cole, 347. Billy Davis. Hashem Yahweh Elohim. Shalom Barak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum. Wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. Our Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon you. I've had an interesting adventure in the last 2 weeks. And I posted up a message on TikTok. We're doing a simultaneous broadcast, and I'm thankful right now because I actually have 2 devices instead of trying to force a multi-stream on one device. I'm thankful I can actually read the comments in TikTok and read the comments in YouTube. I'm very grateful. As I said at the beginning of this party is actually dedicated to the women in red and the brothers in black. So, Ronaldinho, to be honest with you, you showed up to the party with no invite. You're not dressed according to the way you're supposed to be dressed. You're not using the correct conversation tools. You haven't figured out how to speak. You're not coinciding with como yo hablando, with how I'm talking. You're not in line. You're not included. You're not invited. You can see your way out. Real simple. I'm here to give thanks to the people who actually do support what I'm talking about, because I support them, because in turn we are like-minded, working towards the same goal. I told you all I was going to turn on some music because this is a listening party. I will in a moment. You know how I do. I talk, and then eventually when I need to take a breath is when I'll go and do something else, right? So, as I was saying, it's been a very interesting 2-week journey. Had to go and get a device because the one I was using was on its way out. And then once I got that device, come to find out, in order for me to activate it, I was going to have to use a particular corporation's payment plan. I didn't want to do that. So I decided I was going to use that phone as a device that would be connected to Wi-Fi. Then I went and started an account with Mint Mobile. Had a SIM card because when I looked into my device, it said it was unlocked. However, when I tried the new SIM, my device locked, so I couldn't use the SIM chip. Now I set a device to where I could use the SIM chip because it was an activated account. So I started looking all over this town that I'm in for a physical device. I just wanted a cheap Android, to be honest with you. So I went to the flea market. There's 3 flea markets in one building. They didn't have what I needed. There is no Best Buy here. You got Walmart. So before I decided to go traveling all across town to go to Walmart, I did look online to see what I could find. Now, the problem with order something online is, yeah, they tell you this product has this and these are the specs and blah, 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 blah. But once you get it sent to you, it might not be what you need. Not only that, it was going to take about 3 days for me to receive the device, which meant I would have to wait, then check it, and if it didn't work, I was going to have to send it back and request my money back. Well, I don't have that kind of time on my hands. So yesterday, I went to Walmart, and I asked the guy in the electronic department, do you have any devices here that are unlocked? And he shook his head. He said, the one that I have is about $400. And then he even told me of a place that I could go and look if I actually do want to get a device. He told me about yet another online spot, a website where I could go and order something. I wasn't doing all of that. So there's a Boost Mobile shop right across the street from Walmart. And I had tried all the other different places in town, called them just to see if they had an unlocked device. None of them did. So I went to Boost Mobile. And when I got in there, the man behind the counter was a very agreeable individual. And I say that because, you see, I'm known for striking up conversations with people and talking for hours. Not on me speaking, because I'm more of an ear. I'm more of a shoulder. We started going back and forth, just speaking. And yes, of course, when I first walked through the door, he wanted to show me the product that he wanted to sell to me. When I told him, no, I'm working with a certain budget. We talked a little more, then we went away from the subject of telephones, period, and we're just talking about life experiences. There's quite a few people who have been coming into TikTok. I need to say hi to you all. Fly Lion, user 8267536195432, Beverly Howard, Rudra Kalki, is that it? Kalki? Rudra Kalki, CK, Vanderson Makita, Hashem Yahav Alahim, Shalamat Barak, Allah Akbar, Salamu Alaikum, wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon all of you. You win. Interesting name. Hashem Yahav Alahim, Shalamat Barak. Our Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon you. I'll go ahead and take this moment real quick to cue up some music. You all give me just a moment, please. It's going to take a minute because I opened my laptop, but I did not go through the process of actually putting in the password and all that kind of stuff. So Un momento, por favor. Interestingly. So, lo and behold, I got there about 2 hours before it was time to close, and by the time I was finished interacting with this man, it was time for him to put the key in and turn the lights out. In the process, though, was able to get a device and also get a new signal. So lo and behold, now I'm able to speak with you all the same way I was speaking when we first started this. Because we're rocking and rolling. We're on a boat. We were already rocking and rolling on boats before that boat that nobody wants to talk about. We were already on boats, traveling, visiting, and casting nets. I started doing live sessions at the beginning of our year. And I'm not talking about January because I don't use that calendar. People tell me all the time I have no sense of time. You could say that. However, I know what calendar I'm working with. I know my time frame. Minister Tracy, I see you. It's very tava to have you here. Hashem Yahweh Elohim Shalom HaBarak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum. Wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. Our Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon you. It's very tava to see you. It's been a long time. Wise Virgin has joined in over on TikTok land. Hashem Yahweh Elohim Shalom HaBarak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum. Wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. I do this because every time I run across somebody who says, well, if I was you, I wouldn't do that. I do this because I'm me, and I'm supposed to do this. Anyone who tells me, oh, I wouldn't do that, you're going to see a big old smile come across my face. Why? Because you are identifying yourself and don't even know it. Anytime someone tells me I wouldn't have went through all of that, well, you're not me. And your mission isn't my mission. Whatever your mission is, whatever it is that you got going on over there, has nothing to do with me. It's got nothing to do with the divine path either. Because if you tell me that you wouldn't do an activity that maintains or proves possible that Yahweh Elohim and the kingdom exists, if you tell me that you wouldn't do so-and-so, then you've identified yourself. No hard feelings. I just know who you are, where to place you, and how to interact with you. Plain and simple. There's some people who know me who don't see the divine in me. People who are real close to me. They'll tell me I'm weird, they'll tell me I'm strange, and so on and so forth. But no, they don't want to see the divine in me. Because I'm not walking around with some button-up shirt with a tie on and a suit jacket thumping a Bible. Or I'm not walking around with a kufi cap on with some long tunic carrying a Quran. Those things are not necessary. Study and show yourself approved. I don't have to put a Bible in your face for that. I don't have to put a Quran in your face for that. Because it's here. And it comes out of me here and here. Minister Morel, it's very tava to see you. Hashem Yahweh Elohim Shalom HaBarak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. Our Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon you. This party today is dedicated to the women in red and brothers in black. Because you support me. You have helped me through this 2-week adventure that I went through. You support me. And for that, I am very thankful. Teda. Tada Mishkaba. Thank you. Mishpaka. Thank you. And I say that because you renew my faith in humanity. For every time a person says, oh, I wouldn't do that, I wouldn't go to that extreme. Well, you don't know anything about Jonah. Not a lick. You don't know anything about Jonah. Because Jonah was told to go to be amidst his enemy. Go amongst 100,000 people and tell them they need to follow the standards of Yahweh Elohim. Not, oh, go take a cakewalk. I want you to go over to that park and sit underneath that tree. And there's going to be some people coming and they're going to throw a party for you just because you're here. No, that was not his mission. No. His mission was to go amongst some people who didn't know him and didn't like his kind. So I take that mission gladly. And this is not something I woke up and started doing 2 weeks ago, 2 years ago. I've been trained to do this all my life. That's why some people don't see it and don't accept it. The funny thing is, they also feel real crunchy when I don't involve myself in certain activities with them. I can call you my brother, I can call you my sister, I can call you my loved one, I can call you family. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna do the reindeer games that you do. And I hope you get that meaning. I don't care about Rudolph or any of the other reindeer. Mario DeMello, it has been a long time. Hashem Yahweh Elohim Shalom Barak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. A very gifted MC, Mario DeMello. Those in TikTok land, you need to look him up. Very, very gifted MC. Mario, I'm about to reach out to you in the DMs at some point. I've been very busy, and it's been, almost 10 years? Something like that. It's been a long time since we've talked about Zone or anything else as far as TV, right? Yeah, I need to catch up with you later on. I really do. It's very tabah to see you, my brother. Let's see here. Wylan Jean. Hashem Yahweh Elohim Shalom Barak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. Our Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon everyone who is joining in. We've been ticking and talking along for about 33 minutes. We're about to hit the top of the hour. It's 4 o'clock for me. It's 5 o'clock for those who are on Eastern Standard Time. We'll be going until about 6 o'clock. That is our actual normal time, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're basically restarting. So as I was saying before, started broadcasting at the first of our year. And that's the first of spring. We've been going ever since. There's 10 special interest groups that we speak on concerning ethics in entrepreneurship. Each of those special interest groups has their own specific perspective concerning organic marketing strategies, because that's what this is about. Whoever you might be, within yourself, there is a service or product that you can provide, given the fact that you have a unique talent, or maybe more than one unique talent. You're supposed to be using that for your livelihood. It does not take talent to stand in front of a register at McDonald's and push some buttons so that somebody can get a combo meal. That doesn't take any talent. It doesn't take any talent to be that person's manager and tell them that oh, you got about 30 minutes and then it's going to be time for you to take a break. And then I need you back on the register. And before you do that, I need you to drop some fries. It doesn't take any talent to do that because all those things are already lined up. That's already set. They just need a warm body there to perform an operation. That's all that that's about. It's already mechanized. Talent is not doing the fertility dance. We've been doing the fertility dance since mankind was created. That's not a talent. That's saying that these ladies over here are fertile. These men over here are looking for wives. They get together, get married, and have children. That's been going on since. So no, I don't consider dancing or really singing or any of that the top tier talents. I don't consider running or catching a ball or throwing a ball a talent. There was a time when we had to run in order to go and get our food. Now people say that they're going to run to the grocery store, and that just means they're going to hop in their vehicle and then casually walk across the parking lot and walk into the grocery store and get a few things, walk back out to their vehicle and travel back home. That's not running anywhere. So no, that's not a talent to me. Running and jumping over hurdles and things like that. No, it's not a talent. What is a talent? When you can develop a product and say, here, when you can take something out of nothing, you hear that? When you take something out of nothing, you're talented. Still fighting with this computer over here. It just refuses to give me my screen so I can just type in the password. Un momento, por favor. There we go. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Phew. All right. Janu, it's been a while. Janu the Great. God for All. Michaela. Ma Cherokee. Eric Holloway. Hashem Yahweh Elohim, Shalom Barak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. Our Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon all of you. Thank you for coming to the live. Seeing that desktop screen means so much. Listening party. As I was saying, we're rocking and rolling and we're on a boat. Every day and every time that I come on these lives, I'm also testing the networks because I have a registered works. And when I play my music, it gets copyright counted. I want it to do that. It's supposed to do that. I don't make music just to make myself feel good or to make somebody else feel good. Now you've heard me use the word tabah, and now you're hearing me use the word good. I don't use the word good very often. Why? because I know etymology. In the same way that I denounce God and deities, I would do the same with the word good. However, it's English that came from German. And in German, good means God. Yahweh Elohim is not God. Not by any means. And you can't just interpose those names. Because when you call upon Yahweh Elohim, our Creator, our source of sustenance and mercy, subhanahu wa ta'ala, when you call upon Yahweh Elohim for requests, for any kind of protection, or any kind of blessings, grace, and so forth, you are not going to get the same response that you would get from this nullified deity. As a matter of fact, you can't ask for the same things. Most of the things that people are so comfortable asking for in their prayers are going to a deity. I don't worship deities. I don't speak to deities. I don't give deities the time of day or night. Never have. There's a story, or several stories, about different prophets who had to deal with people who were bowing down to statues and whatnot. And the prophets would tell them, your prayers are not going to go any further than the roof above your head. They're not going to go any further than this room that you're in. You're praying to something that has no ears to hear, no eyes to see, no mouth to speak or even eat. Never bow down to a statue. Never looked at a picture or a painting and was like, oh, that's worthy of praise and worship. No. Any image that they've put in my face, no. Because I was put on this path at 18 months old. And now I'm blessed enough to say that I'm 49 years old and still on the path. That's what got me here. That's what's gonna keep me here and keep me sustained until it's time for me to leave the surface of this earth. I'm gonna walk with that. And I have no issue with it. Anybody else who is walking along that same path? Well met, family, Tabah friend, lawful friend, halal friend. I can see the desktop screen. Y'all just don't know. I done spent the last 2 weeks traveling across town to go and find a Wi-Fi signal in order to do a broadcast. That's why you weren't seeing me every day. Sometimes I just was not feeling like getting out to go and do that. However, I would at least send out some kind of upload, some kind of picture to let you all know that, yeah, I'm still here and it's not over, right? I see you moved over to the other side. Akko. Nikki Nuri. Big Dog. User 49399123881. Gordon. I am. Hashem Yahweh Elohim. Shalom Abarak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be to all of you in TikTok land and YouTube land. I have a lot of reasons why I'm excited right now. Let me cue up this album real quick. Or maybe not. That laptop's mad at me. It still hasn't loaded up my taskbar. It showed me the desktop screen, but no, yeah, it's mad at me. I may have shut it down with a hard close the last time I had it open. You know, when you hit the power button and you just hold it for 7 seconds and it just shuts down. But if I remember correctly, I actually hit the power button from the screen and allowed it to shut down. It's just mad at me. That laptop's from 2013. It's just mad at me. It's going to be interesting when I do hook it up to my hotspot signal and see what kind of updates it's going to just start firing off, because it's been offline for about almost a month now. Alex Williams, Gwen Keaton, Hashem Yahweh Elohim, Shalom Barak. Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon you, your families, and your circles. For those of you in the know, there will be more activity on the Discord channel now that I have a steady signal and I can actually work 24/7 instead of using little 2 and 3 hour gaps. The Discord is for those who have actually seriously considered venturing into entrepreneurship. And even if you don't want to be an entrepreneur yourself, if you want to help someone else out, or you just want to be able to promote whatever special interest group you are involved in, that's what the Discord is for. We meet here at this time to explore organic marketing strategies, the power of the hashtag, the power of SEO, search engine optimization, the knowledge of knowing that there are other search engines to use outside of Google and Yahoo and Microsoft Edge and Safari. That's all Web 2. We're here to talk about cryptocurrency and Web 3. Funny thing about TikTok, I got a lot of songs that are registered. TikTok doesn't like how I play with their toys, because TikTok wants me to directly register with TikTok. No. Because TikTok already shows up on my quarterly report, so why would I go and directly send them my product when it's available globally, not just through TikTok? I'm the type of content creator that, yes, the platforms do want me to just sign into that one specific platform and start drawing a crowd. You know, the reason why I don't do that is because all of that effort is not doing anything except for paying that particular platform. So TikTok doesn't like it when I upload a video that is 1 minute or less with nothing but my work in it. My images, my videos. If you hear a song in it, it was either produced by me or somebody I'm in partnership with. Someone who I know, and I am promoting them. TikTok doesn't like that. I don't care. I don't have to be on TikTok. There's Twitch. And then, like I said, there's Web3. I don't have to be on YouTube. I go to these places because that's where you are. And I'm here to tell you, you're not in a safe place. I'm a hawk. I'm a scout. And when I go find a safe place, I come back and I tell you, hey, look what I found. And if we make these moves, we'll be moving towards the safe place. However, that also means that you have to put in your part. You have to put in your initiative. It's not, oh, I heard this brother talking about if we do this and do this. No. That means that you need to be contacting me, finding out how we can do this. Because a lot of you are spinning your wheels, and I see it. Just spinning your wheels, wondering why it's not working. I can see it. I don't have to be in your living room. I don't even have to scroll and look through your profile and your page. I can see what's going on with your activities, your own actions, and then also look at the content of what you're actually posting up. Look at the content of what you actually share with people. Because some of the things that come to my direct message box, I'm wondering if these people even pay attention to the things that I say and do. Because when I tell you something is garbage and don't send me garbage, and then the next thing I see is some more garbage, it makes me wonder. This journey is not for the short-sighted. And as my brother Mad Trucker would say, this journey is not for those who are suffering from smooth brain syndrome. This journey is not for anybody who is still caught up in Babylon. If you got tendencies of Babylon, then you and I will be bumping heads every time we meet. Now, I'm a peaceful kind of person, so I'm not coming in with boxing gloves on. No. I'm going to be me. And when I see that you have Babylon tendencies, I'm going to let you know. You have Babylon tendencies. And I don't have any more time to spare for you. Because the kingdom's over there. And the divine path is over there. That's where I need to be. Because if it's not on the divine path, you're not going to find me there. Bye. Jane the Great. That's why I like your videos, because at the end, I love you, bye. That's so funny. Funny and cute. I love it. Anyhow. The computer has finally responded. Let's see if we can cue up some music. What time is it? All right, we got 45 minutes. The second album that I released was called Crystallized Mind. Now, there's a reason why I formed a partnership with Brother Mad Trucker. He speaks on smooth brain syndrome. And I talk about calcified pineal glands. If your pineal gland is calcified, eventually your brain will smooth out. It's not going to have any chemicals there, wrinkles in it. It's going to be polished. It's going to be polished and washed with a certain doctrine. If you have a calcified pineal gland, it means that the things that you've been consuming into your body have become detrimental to the same thing that would actually operate you in an adult life. By the time you're ready to actually make some wise decisions, you can't, because the one thing that is your drive and motivator has been calcified. You don't need anything calcified in your brain. That's supposed to be a soft tissue. So, wrote an album, called it Crystallized Mind. Did some songs from my perspective, looking at the world, saying, I don't want to be part of your status quo. I don't want to think how you think. I don't want to live my life the way that you're telling me to live my life. Because there's other options, there's other choices. It's very rare that you will come up to me and I tell you, oh, you've left me no other choice. Because where there's a will, there's a way. And I'm going to find 360 options and then decide which one I want to pick. The most you can do is come and tell me what your name is. After that, you can't tell me too much else, especially what to do. You could suggest something that you would like for me to do. Now, where does all that come from? A kingdom mindset, a sovereign mindset. It's not paperwork. It starts here. Why don't I recognize other kings? King of what? And how did you get your crown? Did you earn your crown? Or were you born into that crown? And you basically got a bunch of colonies everywhere. And you're living off the sweat of other people. You're not a king to me. I don't respect you. There's certain lands and territories that I have no plans to go and visit because there's nothing there. Not for me. Akati Deborah, I see you. It's very Tabah to have you here. Nilsa Villeneuve, bienvenido. Hashem Yahweh Elohim Shalom Barak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon you. And I, humble servant, I see you. Tanisha De Jonette, Calvaron 3. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's been a while. Looks like TikTok wants me to do the picture page, the slide puzzle thing. Let's see what they got now. It's been a while. They're saying they've detected inactivity, and I've been here the whole time talking. Told you TikTok doesn't like how I play with their toys. One day you will learn. One day you will listen. Picture pages, picture pages. Tada. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the heart. All right. One moment, please. Look out, world. Somebody gave this fool some electronic tools. Oh, I'm supposed to be plugging in this phone over here. It's running out of charge. It really dawned on me. Stop being an absent-minded professor and plug the phone in. All right. right, Trucker, I see you. Very Tabah to have you here, brother. Hashem Yahavalahim, Shalom Barak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum, wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
There's nothing to this stuff like maternal love, but she really wants more. Someone to share the little.
Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon you, family, and your circle.
Disappointments and making hand cards to follow.
Water.
So you know, skills. They about to follow. I just want to watch you come to success with you. I want to finish where I started with you. Playing places that started with you. You went back in my reach like a boomerang, and I ain't down with you.
That's the crystallized word.
Asking funny questions, and receive my answers. I'm an intellect, but I'm not a brain cancer. She's in for the romance, but I'm not good at
Coffee.
Just like a good mom, I want to let a soul. Haven't seen any days, but these days, they roll to me. I'm putting with my body, like the crowd of ones. Little bit of prices, more than a queen. We're playing with a woman like a woman things. I want to share the dreams. I don't make her clothes. I notice when I ask her, she doesn't say stop. No horizon. A simple pleasure. It's all that I want. I need a friend in my life like Borzini. This time, I'm a hard graduate from chickens. Still on the ride.
On this album are my instrumental, and then I used a commercial instrumental. That was my instrumental. This one, that's my instrumental. $54.40 or fights.
It's been over 400 years and the plot thickens. When the 21st century new millennium
Coffee.
just to bring the light to this
About right here with
the train drinks and the alien, I didn't win, but I didn't go north. I chose to go with my feet instead of west in course. I chose Mexico, the West Texas, at the Federation. Slave owners mad because I ain't there. When my legs in the work, once I hit the border line, no freedom thing was needed. War wigs, everything was in the hearts It's been over 400 years, and the plot thickens. We're in the 21st century, new millennium. Still in your life to mace and this. 54 fights. Came at the club with me. We always loneliest, out of love, legal kidnapping, and free. Nothing was just love your mom, taking the land and lies, corrupted fights. Your green bags and jack. And I don't want you to go as the building, but bring as the rebel, my soul.
Hashem Yahavalahim, Shalom Barak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum, wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon you, and everybody in the party, to your families and your circles.
I'm not in the mood to party. Right now my family ain't happy. Keep your patience with levels and chairs. Trusting what you rely on won't drive me. Found you wasn't found in the Florida Keys. In the search for the city of gold, almost left Aborigines and bison completely deceased. Depression is a disease. It really ain't helping. Try a lifetime of possession. So I guess I'll never be selfish for 100 years in the plot decades. In the 21st century, beautiful version. Still only 100 years in the plot decades. In the 21st century, new millennium. Still bringing life. Yes, it makes this. 54-41 fights. Let's bring it on today. Currency identifies the red when get taxes on language property what you would call Kennedy. The one considered a drag goes to the penitentiary, plantation, even after the Civil War. This is an abomination. Probably on risks, ghettos, and reservations. Or murders with destitution, gangsterism and hallucinations. I'm not into politics, but I'm at your house for no invitation. My DJ plays 5 hours and once. Growing up with
Brother Mad Trucker. How about a label dedicated to SBS and crystallized calcified pineal glands? A label, a studio. Maya Prince Designs. We going somewhere, brother. We going somewhere. A darn woman. It's one of my favorite songs.
Well, I'm standing on the corner of destiny and journey, learning legally, so I won't need attorneys. Things are getting way too shy, it's down the dirty south. No innovations coming out of players' mouths. Turn the head for the water, take the brew, hold it in the air. Reach out and touch the world, it's 42% affiliates. But now I'm sure you guessed, we live in continental US. And we won't stop until we blow up this spot in Bangladesh. It's a mystery how such a small crowd controls the currency, while the rest of us are rats running on wheels in laboratories. False freedom society is only a maze for chasing cheese. The world spins 360 degrees, and so can you. Pick up the game from Parker Brothers, they gon' get a clue. Wait a minute, let's take it back stateside. The deal is the way across worldwide. Wait a minute, let's take it back stateside. The deal is the weather across worldwide. Worldwide, worldwide, worldwide.
It's the opening video on my YouTube channel. First time I recorded this was over the actual Jimi Hendrix song. I just did my lyrics over it.
Playing virtual reality, pretending you an elf. If it wasn't for my HD head, I'd be a thief or assassin. Quiet panda, stalking while you raise a rockless blasting. Seems the only sound investment these days is hijacking some caskets. I got a subterranean locomotive headed straight for Canada. Need some Medicaid, socialism's the only answer. Mosey on down to the shores of the Caribbean. Start speaking in tongues, make them think I'm Bolivian. Organized Aztec protests at the doors of MOPEC. Cause there's some villains making trillions, taking to nothing is left. Move on to the jungles, strap myself to some trees. Say the rainforest, so our planet can breathe. Or would you rather die, because they kill and cure until it's simple disease. Steady propagating social crime called greed. Corporations still the land from Aborigines with no treaties. Wait a minute, let's take it back stateside. Where here is the web of all lost worldwide. What about the Monroe Doctrine? Rip it up, burn it, and cast it to the four winds. Enemies trade secrets for lies from our friends. So let's take it across the ocean to the land of my hide. The core of my body shakes like ropes in a royal rumble. Native tribes committed genocide to the ATLian beat of humble mumble. The war tribe hasn't died, it's just a load of cover. Slug that we see the air sky overcast, and maybe boom, but it wasn't. Why is it the empires must colonize everything they discovered? Put a brick wall between you and the land called mother. Hypothetically, you can't discover what's already there. So who you to tell me how to walk, talk, and wear my hair? And what's up with this free zone? No flying over holy land, fighting over oil and sand. From the streets of Turkey and Israel to the dunes of Iran and Afghanistan. All of your holy books told you how to survive this place. The last time I checked, we were all humans in the same race. Supposedly cognitive, so tell me what the hell are you doing? Civilization and things falling apart, we're marching off to ruin. Let's take it back stateside. But yeah, it's the web of all thoughts worldwide. Worldwide, worldwide, preserved from us to learn from mistakes, like re-engineering buildings on the sites of earthquakes. Strap two life preservers onto your feet, take a stroll on the beach on the search for some eats. It takes a while to find something in the prairie end. Go to Mesopotamia and find the Bavarians. Maybe go to Europe, smoke some hash and walk through tulips. Take a tour through the Caucasus Mountains and blow some knowledge on your ass from a piece of Shiraz, but we're not through. The Filipinos, Indians, and Chinese have been patiently waiting like the Haitians, making demonstrations, media free, and you be you. Leave me alone to do what I must do. I believe in the eightfold path, it must be right, because you find it inserted in every world religion in sight. Not only that, but let's take it to the Swiss Alps. The foundation is in order with no split scalps. So what's up, Mr. President? I don't mean to rush ya. But can you tell me what you plan to do about Poland and Russia? Hey, wait a minute. Let's take it back stateside. And yeah, it's the web of all thoughts worldwide. Worldwide,
Who gave this fool some electronic tools? Y'all hear they trying to take down PBS, right? We're gonna have our broadcasting station. That's what this is about.
You breaking bands to pay strippers, man. Well, I consider removing brands and reminding individuals to gain residuals. My copyright they own brand.
Came from a guy named
to get the grand
Shi Ali.
Grand. Social media is a buzz with people speak. Athletes and entertainers getting elevated above the true source of knowledge.
Shaheem the Wild Child. The song's called Let the Horns Blow.
Of being kind. The one who rejects foolishness is known for attributes counted up to 99. Yes, in community, acknowledgement and submission is hard to find. People worship those who get away with doing dirt, especially those who behave certain times to the point of making careers by glamorizing lifestyles of Trojan horses with no protection and false rhymes. Disappointed with the politician that's voted in. What if I told you that participating in ballots is still a sin? Uttering praises to your president, legislators and earthly kings is the same thing as lusting tea and sipping gin. People pick up bad habits quickly while the good die young. Once again, You only live once. So our mission should be deliberate. There isn't much room in corporate nations. It's all rank and file, pen and paper, replaced by black screens and bogus information. Men cause division by television, atheism, the common denominator. For these days and times, focused on NASDAQ, indicator, you raise the hands to experience pain.
That was a joint effort because my son recorded me. That was him at the end. iCat. He's got his own label basically. I started it for him. He's quiet about what he does though. And I respect that.
I don't fall, cause when you fall it hurts. The blood of silk is red, and my skin is bruised blue, like a spur. Universal, beyond the physical, my mind blends flames like karate chops and boards. Mixing it to splinters, containing my temper, filled with the creator. Instead of mass destruction, a sinner gets thinner. While I serve my elbows and knees. The macaroni for the ponies, no chicken for serving dinners. This is fortifying empires like Africanus marathon winners. Masonic erections with futuristic protections. Different suns, our planets and natural bodies are being treated alien like Mexicans. I don't fall, cause when you fall it hurts. The blood I spilled is red, and my skin is bruised blue, like a smurf. A dragon in my essence, phonetics and numbers, equate the nitrates, supersede my lessons, fry you up with some Crisco and Wesson, when the breath issues from my lungs, iron fist, mic checking, reincorporating the nation back to the original cause. First they beheaded us, and then they tried to remove our paws, holding up a fist, then leave us all pairs, since my body so I twist back fingers, wrenched, now you are falling backwards, gravity your enemy, meeting stairs. I don't fall, cause when you fall it hurts. The blood I've spilled is red, and my skin is bruised blue, like a smurf. I used to sling hurricanes and gulfs, but now they're demolishing gulfs. Throwing hooks on shorelines and decimating folks. First it was Katrina, and then her sister came along. They had a party with a tsunami, washing out the land of the sun. Tune the tube to the KK Kardashians, and take a room to the Hiltons. Watching rich brats do their thing. Harlem shakes while the earthquakes surround age children. Columbine and Colombians, filling automatics. Playing stopping calendar. Was that why 2012 was tragic? Bigotry and racism floods the media and markets. Claiming accidental murder to fuck a shirt with celebrity status darkens. Catching anger from the man on the news. Media rights still falling. The Herald and Tribune. They're screaming lines, but nobody harkens. I don't fall, cause when you fall it hurts. The blood I spilled is red, and my body is bruised blue, like a smurf. I don't fall, cause when you fall it hurts. The blood I spilled is red, and my skin is bruised blue, like a smurf. Chill up in the studio at Homegrown Productions. Mr. Kane on the boards. Tracking and macking on another beat. You know how we get
down. About 20 minutes away from the top of the hour. 3 or 4 more songs. You cannot have Hey, this one's for you, Mad Trucker. Hey, son.
to live for free. You cannot have my money. Cause I don't have it. You must be going around the city with lies. Collection of chicks out my mind. You ain't blind. Back down my brush. And they grab me with blocks. These feet off the water. Now it's in the dirt. When I have a concert, I can see you smell. You ain't on my shirts. Party tell on the rise. Remember face of blue. Big city, see a guy with love. Still in spite of my feet and you. Trying to convince me that my forefather's skin was fair. Cut down my yellow floor. And to me, I'm black ball. I'm telling you who's in school. I have some blue. With my dreams. That I have more. With a statue saying, break me, red just so I can make them more. Smacking legs in the other cheeks. Is the name I hit the floor. I want to live so free. You cannot have my money. Cause I don't have no money. I want to live for free. I should have done it, I was back with the shade. With a shot of mine and a pencil name. I will die my savings. Some cars, student loans, and mortgages, and plastic cars. Convinced that I'm not dreaming until mute grass is in the yard. You can call me happy, but you can't triangulate my sins. And one numbers, I can see two cities all sink.
Sherry GMA. Hashem Yahavalahim Shalom Barak. Allahu Wassalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. My Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon you, your family, and your circle.
But you redheaded stepchild that you don't hold for your neighbor. I want to live for free. You cannot have my money. Cause I don't have no money. I want to live for free. I want to sit downtown. Such a night out of town. I was lost on the ones with me to that days and around days. But I don't get paid. Extra hundred brown with but then got my checks and flake names. All my sources are out like that on the market. Got me sending so much fluid and sleeping from handicapped market. Do my phone, social media, on my credit. On 9 to 5, on the gray side, no insurance, no betting, population control, send me up to war. But we won't call it blood letting. Dr. Prince said the problem went to the whole service upsetting. No contraband on land, so I'll listen to yours. Driving bad man, got scared man on like a crackhead on the ground all holes. I want to live for free. You cannot have my money. Cause I don't have no money. I want to live for free. Yeah. Jay, watch me. I want to live for free on this your spot. And you scared not to have my money. Cause I don't have.
Lady Couture, familiar name. It's Tabah to see you here. Hashem Yahavalahim Shalom Barak. Allahu Wassalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. My Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon you, your family, and your circle. That's for everybody here. Thank you all for being here.
Maintaining in my struggle, breaking bread with my brothers, moving my body, lifting weights. My mother's never disassembled bodies and weights. Gather around to hear the story of my struggle. When I choose to diffuse my no recitals, the population doubles. It's time to build and heal. We don't need no control. Rain getting cloudy, we stomping through mud puddles, worrying about mixed and pure breeds like Harry Potters, warthogs, and muggles. Let's ropes around our necks going really nilly. Brothers arguing over semantics in New York instead of showing love in Philly. Maintaining in my struggle, breaking bread with my brothers. Move my body is lifting weights. My purpose never misses bodies and weights. I stopped listening to R&B, although Mary J. Roger Method Man gave the electricity for my first seed to be conceived. Well, the storms always in my head, always on the side of the trees. History of the law, never we fall on the one, gave me life and air to breathe. The rest of the time I break down lines. But trustworthy members on my team. Not focused on being American, but I definitely plan on realizing the family's dream. Maintaining in my struggle, breaking bread with my brothers. Moving my body is lifting weights. My verbals never miss a single bodies and weights. Chocolate stuff is so hot outside. Keep me cool and still sweating, making moves to win. But for me to lose, they still betting. Cash rules all around me and these fools still checking. Taking all that is mine, not waiting for the lettings. Getting jewels from my every breath while the ignorant ignore valuable lessons. I unleash my mental synapses as registered lethal weapons. Maintaining my struggle, breaking bread with my brothers. Moving my body is lifting weights. My verbals never miss assembling bodies and wakes.
10 more minutes, family, 10 more minutes.
Down the street from Decatur like 5 miles. I get around and speak future truth like 8 miles. Cruising through the no taxi or an Uber call. Feet hit the concrete, no stopping me cause I won't stall. Mix a lot and prostrate, don't read the final call. Quranic ayat is how I think, speak and talk. Dropping broccoli, consuming down to the stalk. I shishim on this jihad committing haram. Right up a black and mild. Scope a lady for a wife, but she don't want another child. Shahada my brains out my mouth. I'll be here for a while. La ilaha illallah. Experience patience passing through turnstiles. Busting through the gates, I cannot wait. On the path of never wild. You gotta keep on around now. You gotta keep on around now. In the parking lot, causing this impede. Running with some lights. As wrong payment, I'm impatient. Speeding through yellow lines. You follow rules like in school. Scared to do what I tried. Mr. Shopper, sport and copper. No one telling me what he comes to buy. Stay on the path, there's no big cash. With a loud, there's no lie. I'm not corrupted like you suckers. Any rappers should die. Get on the beat, and then they sweet. Worse than Prince when doves cry. All of them that wasn't glass, with some class. Silver band with some more stones inside. Never ratchet, keep good habits. Who wants enough for with pride? Love possessed, I must confess. Not smothered by pride. I ain't stuck. Catch a bus on purpose for a ride. We can't keep a remind down. You can't keep a remind down. Breeze through the steam like the flash, overdosed on caffeine. Blew up my HTC with too much THC. My favorite color green, no sugar, no cream. Muddy water is all I need. Hurricane syrup, cinnamon, from caramel and chocolate dreams. My brilliance, my blind you. I absorb solar energy. Black feet with silver hair, and crimson and sapphires to blend me. So proprietor of an umbrella, risking chance, community chance. While you advance to go mortgage monopolies, like Solomon with the ants. I open up my hands, and the birds fly high to come back to me. In the movies like Boomerang, 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 keep on running down. Boomerang, Boomerang, you can't keep on running down. Almost as dreams coordinating with mushrooms and mountain visions. You fall for scripts, scores running through new prescriptions. Hamlet told you can't touch this. You should be quiet and listen up. Cover up with shouting, pouting, kicking and striking won't make me change my decision. With your mind displacement, you need LASIX to clarify what you see and confuse minds. Thinking of our women, our only choice for living large and rearing our children. Too much imbalance with no challenge, bad ethics galore, and fathers missing. Too many mistaken in the population, while most real men are either dead or in prison. Prison for citizens.
Changed by the truth. I see you. Shimmy Habalahim. Shalom Barak. Allahu Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our Father's peace, mercy be upon you. Peace, blessings, and mercy. Recidivism. Stop it.
My sister. Next time it's finished, sisters again. We'll see you there.
Need more coffee. Hey, Brutal Cole. Told you I knew another Grizzly before I met you. I would repeat this one, but you just heard.
I gave around the speed future truth like 8 Mile. Cruising through the ghetto, taxi on an Uber car.
That's an example of the first song was my instrumental, and then that one I got from a guy on YouTube, Grizzly Beats, a real cool guy. I found a song and was like, yeah, I like this one. So I sent him a message, hey man, I want to use this. He said, cool, just give me credit. Hey, no problem at all. I think I used two of them. Yeah, because there was another one where it sounded like the Empire theme from Star Wars. That was his too. But there's a few different artists who I've used their music because it was listed as, free instrumental on YouTube or whatever. Got my own stuff, and then a lot of my stuff is so abstract that I know it's not going to be picked up by just, pop culture for sure. I'm not a pop artist anyway. If you've been listening to anything that I've been saying in my lyrics, you will understand why you don't hear my music on the radio. I don't make my music for the radio. This is grown folk music. This is music that you can listen to with your children, your nephews, your nieces, your grandbabies. You can listen to it with your grandparents. You can sit out on the lawn on the weekend while we're having a cookout and play this music. That's the kind of music I make. You're not going to hear about me the way you're hearing about Diddy and Kelly and everybody else. Because my mind and my brain is not even on those kind of activities. When Bad Boy Entertainment came out, I was like, them dudes are some suckers. Back then. I liked Craig Mack. And then eventually, what's his name? Shine. Because neither one of them was talking about all that other stuff. You know, people were trying to side with Biggie and Tupac. By the time Biggie and Tupac was at a war with each other, I didn't like either one of them. I bought the first 2 albums that Tupac came out with. He was a lyricist then. After that, he was a rapper. I don't listen to rap. I've had to go back and look at my catalog of music that I listen to, just my personal stuff. There's stuff in there that I need to erase out of the playlist because I don't partake in the activities. Don't particularly like whoever the artist is, but it's in my playlist. It's got to go. And that's because I was sharing a playlist between me, my brother, and my oldest son. Things that we like and listen to together. And most of it was stuff my brother listens to. I like Wu-Tang. My brother likes 3 6 Mafia. I don't like all of Wu-Tang. There's maybe 8 out of 3 6 Mafia that my brother likes, but he don't like all of them. And he listens to some new stuff now that it's not going in my ear holes at all. You ask me about Lil So-and-so and Lil So-and-so, I'm going to ask you, well, where's Big So-and-so? I don't have time for Lil So-and-so. I'm not here to play with anybody's children. So no, I don't listen to none of that. And like I said, I listen to lyricists. Anybody could be a rapper. Anybody can put some words together that rhyme over a poppy beat. Anybody could be a rapper. It takes a soul and a conscientious mind to write lyrics and recite them to where it's actually giving a message for growth and upliftment. Hidey, 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 hi, hody, 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 ho is a rap. When Tupac was talking about never ignorant getting goals accomplished, oh, he was being a lyricist then. But when he told you he wanted to be your NIGGA so y'all can smoke weed and blah, blah, blah all day, no, that's just rapping. No. See, originally he was talking about never ignorant getting goals accomplished. I was 16 years old and I cranked that up. 33 years later, I will crank that up. What's another one? They claim that I'm violent just because I refuse to be silent. These hypocrites are having fits because I'm not buying it. You see, that's where I come from. That's where my mind is. And it worries me when I can't get the message out. It worries me to all degrees. I became an insomniac around the age of 11 or 12, and it never went away. When I do finally close my eyes, it's around 3 to 3:30 a.m. And then they open back up around 10:30 a.m. 7 hours sleep, just not the same schedule as everybody else. So yesterday when I was at Boost Mobile, talking with the guy, he's ex-Marine. And we were going back and forth talking, and he was saying he could tell that I'm pretty savvy with electronic devices. I said, yeah. And that's why at first, he was trying to sell me the top of the line phone anyway, because that's what you're supposed to do, And so I started telling him all the stuff I do, and he was kind of scratching his head and scratching his chin because he didn't want to quite give me any of his other products, because out of my own mouth I told him I have to go and get new phones because I burn them up with the activities that I do. And so I made a statement and he corrected me, and I'm very thankful for that correction. You see, I've been saying, like the Army will tell you that they do more before 6 a.m. than most people do all day. And then I'll say, well, I do more before 10:30 than most people do with their phones all day. And so, brother said, it's not 6. We do more before 5 than most people do all day. Hey, I like that. You know? With just one device. Produce an instrumental. Design a video to go along with that instrumental. And then upload it to 20 different platforms on a daily basis. I do more with one phone than most people do all day with a phone, a tablet, and a laptop. Because I might go through that exercise about 3 or 4 times, along with reaching out to loved ones and speaking with them. Not talking to somebody, speaking with them. I don't have a job. I have work. I have an occupation. I have a label. It's called Highest Heights Studio. I hold about 7 records on there. 7 albums. One of them through Ak Cole. Cole before Diamond Productions. Gave the greatest gift of all. Dedicated an album for Yahweh. First album registered was back in 2016. And there are plenty more to come. Plenty more. Don willing, as long as I got a life, that's what I'll be doing. Matter of fact, I made an announcement a couple of days ago. I think there's 9 or 10 new labels, new studios, written in your names. Every time that I produce a song, it's an inspiration from someone else. That's why you don't hear my music that often either. I've spent the last 3 or 4 years promoting any and everybody else. So Highest Heights Studio, some people know of it because I put it in as a hashtag, but you don't really know what I've been producing. Mafia Sword Publications. You don't know much about Mafia Sword Publications because I haven't been promoting it. I've been promoting Women in Red and Brothers in Black. That's why this party is dedicated to Women in Red and Brothers in Black. I support you and you all have supported me back. And I am most grateful and very thankful. We wouldn't be having this party right now if certain people hadn't contributed to an immediate need. X amount of money was sent to me as gifts, and it all got turned into maintenance and studio upgrades. Oh, and some food. Because if I don't eat, then the party wouldn't happen either. General Yahasav. General Yahasav. I know you. It's very Tabata to have you here. Hashem Yahweh Elohim Shalom Barak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon you, your family, and your circle. That's for everybody. Yahweh Ahaba. Our Creator is love. Ahaba Ahaba. Love is love. When you see someone in need, go help them. Don't wait for them to ask you. If it can register in your mind that they need help and you have something in you of capacity to help them, just go do it. Don't wait for them to ask you. Don't expect a thank you out of it. Just do it. Because that's the standards of Yahweh Elohim. That is love. That is complete compassion. That's that part where when a person asks you, how can you believe in something you can't see? How can you have faith in something you can't prove? Well, it's real simple. What we don't see created everything that we see. What we don't see has given us a list of standards. Do this amongst each other, and I will be pleased. If you don't, and you make me angry, you will suffer. That's pretty simple. And in all of the rules, it's just telling you of ways of how to be compassionate towards each other. Now, the top of the list, of course, is honor our Creator, first and foremost. So I'm not going to honor a rock, whether it's a stone that I see on the street, or while I'm walking a path, or if it's some big rock that somebody decided that they wanted to whittle and make some kind of image out of. I'm not paying obeisance to any of that. Nor a piece of wood, nor a figment of someone else's imagination. I'm not paying obeisance to any of that. Obeisance. I will not be obeying that. I will not be following that structure. That's nothing to be forgiven about. You can say Khan all day long and outburst more as far as I'm concerned. You know, that means we're tracking, brother. It means we're on the same homologio. We're on the same logic. I want you to feel it. That's something that I've said too. Right now, I know I'm about 600 miles away from you, but you feel my energy and I feel yours. Every time I open up my device, and it says Mad Trucker did a video. Oh, I need to go watch this. Now, there's been times where I couldn't. And I got a lot of homework just for all the stuff you've been posting. I got to go back and watch it. I haven't been able to watch anything for about 2 or 3 weeks now. It's been a blessing for me to be able to go and post on Facebook and Twitter and such the times that I have. Back in business now, right? Which means you all are also about to see a hardcore side of me. You're about to see the salesman in me, and I'm not a salesman. No. However, in order for me to exist in this world, I have to show my product and then expect people to pay for the product. Oh, you haven't done anything wrong, brother. You haven't done anything wrong at all. Today is question and answer day, right? And really, during any time, please state how you feel. Please. Because then we can work towards something. I don't want this to be just me talking to the phone screen, you know? There needs to be some interaction. Akati Mavis, you enjoy the rest of your yam as well. Shabbat shalom to you. And we're about to close this one up anyway. So as I was saying, go and help someone. Go do a kind service for someone else. Hashtag kindness is contagious. If you're going along and somebody is about to walk through a door, open the door and hold it for them. Male or female, it don't matter. Open the door and hold it for them before you go in. Right? If you see somebody in need, help them. If you're walking along and somebody's about to cross your path, stop and allow them to go ahead. What do you have to do that's just, you got to do it 3 seconds from now, it's going to just stop everything. Allow that person to pass. Native Hun 505, familiar name. It's very tzbah to have you here. Hashem Yahav Alahim, Shalom Barak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum, wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon you, your family, and your circle. Yes, sir. Hashtag kindness is contagious. Yes, sir. Amitabha and Amtofo are two ways that you can say compassion. One is Chinese, one is Japanese. Juliet, 1978. Hashem Yahav Alahim, Shalom Barak. Allahu Assalamu Alaikum, wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Father's peace, mercy, and blessings be upon you. Thank you for the greetings. We're basically restarting, so tomorrow, Adon willing, I'll be back, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And our focus group will be Highest Heights Studio. Like I said, there's 10 different groups. Each has their own specific day, and this is a bi-weekly exercise. We go through 2 weeks. That way each group has its own day, and then on Sunday we have question and answer. And then since most people recognize Saturday as Shabbat, well, I don't do a broadcast on Shabbat because there's plenty of other people within our assembly who are giving out different messages throughout the day. So even on that day is a day that I'll sit back and break out the notebook and the pen. Not just on that particular day, that's any given day. When I come across information, I like to jot it down and then put it to use, because that's learning something. Not just reading something and then saying it. That doesn't mean you learned anything. When you take it in and then apply it, then you learn something. Helping others when it's no skin off your back or cheese off your toast is a higher standard. Khan. Amin Selah Ashe. With that being said, it's been an honor to be in front of you all. I'm very thankful to be back. And look forward, because even though we're in the middle of the summer, I'm about to give you all a blizzard. I'm going to snow you in. That's what's on my mind right now. There's some things that I've been working on while I was not able to actually share with you all. There's some videos and music and stuff like that, so that's coming up. All the different songs that I was talking about for the 10 special interest groups that now have their own label. Each of those special interest groups will actually have a mixtape. Y'all see where I'm going with this? I don't want you to just buy my music. I went and started doing all of those different songs and videos so that for every time somebody comes to me and says, "Oh, I can't afford your services." Let me backtrack for you. I'm doing this with one phone and no money. So what's your excuse? Matter of fact, I can show you how you can start generating money if that's your problem. When I extend out my hand and say I want to help you, you need to be asking me what it is that I'm going to do to help you, not what's your price. Because really, I can't make anything unless my clients are already growing. That's what I was put here to do. Show you how to actually grow without having to report to a 9-to-5 where you're going to be taxed by FICA and Social Security and the state and everybody else. I'm here to show you how to drop Babylon. I'm here to show you how to raise up and come out of that system. Come, Yahashuraya. I'm here to show you how to revel, how to rejoice when you're reading through the book of Revelations. Hazan, Yahashuraya. So I'm very thankful every time I get a chance to do that. Many much love and respect to all of you. For those of you who know, there is a new phone number that I have. And those who are trusted family, yes, you will have that number. For everybody else, the same number that I've had out in public is still there and it's still active. And I'm back to where I'm used to being, because I'm used to having 2 devices. I'm like a gunslinger. Shoot from the hip, bah, bah, right? Same thing with my martial arts. I like to have 2 sticks. My words are registered lethal weapons. Let that sink in. Selah. Many much love and respect. Until next time.